Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening. Introducing from Damansara Uptown, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, weighing in at 122 pineapples, because why not? Here's your fellow Uptown lowlife, Cornelius. Low. How is everyone doing? How is everyone doing? Man, it feels like it's been a while since I streamed. Yosera, welcome to Cafe Cornelius. My name is Cornelius, the professional wrestler turned Butler VTuber. At your service. Let me just have a quick check as to why the chat is not popping up on the screen on the chat box next to you. It should be running okay, I believe. I'm just not too sure why. Shintoki, welcome to Cafe Cornelius. So yes, I am your IRL professional wrestler turned Butler VTuber. Why is it not popping out? This is rather annoying. Let's see now. Do I sound okay, by the way, folks? Do I sound okay? Is the stream so far streamlined, I suppose? Is it alright? Is it alright? Why is it not appearing? This is rather bothersome. Maybe I'll try with this one instead. There we go. Beautiful. Luckily. A little tip for any new budding streamers and stuff. Always have more than one chat source. Okay, beautiful. So to those who are not aware of what I do and stuff, at least in the flesh, let me show you very, very quickly. I hit, I get hit, I get hit, I hit, I get hit, I hit, I get hit, I hit, and I get hit. A lot more than I want to. So yes, folks, here in Cafe Cornelius, I do all sorts of stuff. Usually pro wrestling adjacent stuff. Sometimes I game a good bit, and sometimes, like today, I recount my events that I explore in the flesh. More often than not, it is anime conventions, because besides wrestling shows, of which I have participated in for many years, longer than I've been streaming, in fact. You can also see me in the flesh and mask in and usually anime conventions, actually. Crazy Vid, I'm glad you like it. There's more to see as time goes on by. Okay, let's actually jump into it, shall we? Because last week's convention crawl is pretty special because I went to more than one. I could have went to 3. I'll explain why I didn't go to 3. Because yes, last weekend, at least where I am, in Malaysia, there was quite literally 3 separate conventions. One in KLCC, one in Cyberjaya, and one in Bandar Sunway Subang Jaya. So 3 separate locations with 3 pretty big conventions, actually. So yeah, oh man, it was insane. Let's actually jump into it, shall we? Let's actually jump into it. But before we jump into it, folks, hold on. Apologies, folks. I don't know why is the chat box not working? That's so strange. Hold on, let me fix this up very quickly. Kidding me. Interesting. Okay, let me just jump over here. For Yuki, is this your first time here? This is your first time in Cafe Cornelius? Hold on, I am so perplexed. Why is this not working? Okay. Hey, the heck? What is this? Apologies, folks. Let me just settle this really quickly. Okay. It took a while. Okay, there we are. Let me just adjust this a little bit more. Okay, there we go. It's a little bit better. There. You guys are right next to me. But behave now, behave. Don't make me use this. Don't force me to use this. Yeah. Anyhow. So, before I get into this stream, let me just do a little small announcement, folks. My next pro wrestling event is MyPW Champions Quest. November 16th in Kuala Theatre TTDI, Kuala Lumpur. Yes. Actually, this event has actually been announced since the last Malaysia Pro Wrestling event, which was like last month. So there is literally a 3-month window for you to get your tickets, folks. If you want to get the website, it is in the pinned message in myticketempire.com/mypwchamp. So if you're interested in check out what I do IRL, and yes, folks, without saying too much, I have a strong inkling I will definitely be wrestling in this event. In what capacity? Well, tune in to find out, folks. Tune in to find out. You can follow, if you follow my socials, which is on Twitter, TikTok, and even on Instagram, especially Instagram, where I post more IRL stuff, more wrestling stuff. I will be appearing. You'll definitely see my match cards and my fellow wrestlers' match cards there as well. If you guys have any more questions about my PW Champions Quest, please feel free to ask me throughout the stream tonight. What I will also say is that, as the name suggests, Champions Quest, there is a tournament in it called Journey to Goal. And basically, the winner of this tournament, of this single eliminations tournament, gets a shot at the MyPW Southeast Asian Championship, one of our top titles in MyPW. We've already had two participants already qualified. Yes, in this event. So now we need, I believe there's 2 more matches to go. We'll see if I'm involved. Okie dokes. I'll put this in the back burner first. Let's actually get into it, shall we? First up. Let's see now. Let me just where did I put all that? I really prepared a whole little slideshow thing just for you guys. Let's start off with my DCF, which stands for the Malaysia Digital Create. Wait, no, I can do this. Malaysia Digital Content Festival, I think. Malaysia Digital Content Festival. Basically, this is a massive event that has multiple smaller events inside it, actually. So it's all about digital content creation, essentially. It is, I believe, partially government sponsored, I think. And this was in KLCC. This was the event that I am the most focused on, actually. This was the event where I went for, was I there all 3 days? I'm trying to think here. Was I there on Friday? I actually can't recall. No, I don't think I was there on Friday, but I was there on Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, I was there Saturday and Sunday. This was a 3-day event. I also went on the Thursday night to set things up as well, to help set things up. Because to an extent, I was involved with one of the booths. Not directly, but sort of indirectly. We'll get there when we get there. Did you guys went to MIDCF, by the way? Did you guys went to MIDCF? So MIDCF, like I mentioned, there's quite a few things involved inside it. So there is you could argue the main exhibition inside it, which was Level Up Play. Level Up Play occupied the main exhibition hall. This was where the main stage was. This was where a lot of the indie game booths were. So a big part of Level Up Play was showcasing indie games, mostly Malaysian-made indie games, some of which I actually recognize, and in fact I've played before actually. So it was like a bit like coming back to home in that sense. And then we have some that there was like an education expo there as well. And of course, the one that I was involved in was the Creators Expo. This is the one that involved the VTuber showcase. So V Expo is inside the Creators Expo. I know that seems a little bit strange. So it's like a Russian nesting doll thing. There's the VT Expo, which is inside the Creators Expo, which is inside my DCF. So it's a real Russian nesting doll situation. He's a little confusing, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Okay, but let me just show what's next. So there was a pretty neat stuff in Level Up Play in particular. There was some stuff, interesting stuff being showcased, like this thing here, Isabawa Tana. This is like an upcoming animated series, actually. I know I am very aware that some of my fellow voice actors, especially the really veteran ones, are inside this as well. So that's pretty exciting. So they were obviously like showcasing it and selling some merch. So that was pretty neat. So yeah, this was probably one of the more interesting exhibitions involved. Yeah, I can point out. They even had little games here as well and stuff. There was some pretty neat stuff here as well. Oh, and of course, Agent Ali. Agent Ali was, of course, there. Books galore, and all that jazz. So there are a lot of like really neat exhibitions inside it. Okay. So I kind of wish I took more photos of the indie game booths themselves, but unfortunately I didn't. I don't know why. I should have. What can I say about anything interesting about the indie game booths? Let's see. One of which I actually played, which was Katana Rama. I don't know if you guys remember my Katana Rama stream, but I played that. I played it quite a while ago, and they were there. From what I understand, they actually were invited to showcase their game there, which is pretty neat. Pretty neat. I actually took. I wish I did this. I wish I did this more. Why didn't I take photos? Why didn't I take photos of the booth? I'm actually just kind of really regretting it now. I'm sort of really regretting it. Because I could have. Oh, man. I really need to stop it. Also, apologies. I'm still sort of like recovering from my illness. Like, I am recovered. It's just that, when you have a fever, when you run a fever and you're like full of snot and stuff and you have a throat infection, my God, it takes forever for all that snot and phlegm and mucus to leave your body completely. I still feel so like clogged up in my nostrils right now. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. Luckily, I've got a bit of hot water with me. I've got a thermos full of hot water. So hopefully this will help. Okay. You guys are drinking water as well, all right? Okay, don't hit them soft drinks so hard. Don't hit them don't hit them sambal too vigorously either. Okay. Take care of your throat, folks. Take care of your throat. Trust me, as someone who uses your voice a lot, for streaming, for voice acting, you really don't want to underestimate taking care of your throat. Trust me on this. Let's see. So yeah, some of those games, actually some of them look really interesting actually, and I might wanna. Let's just say that I grabbed some name cards. And let's see if anything more can be done. Yeah, Okay. Well, what is this? So I believe there were 2 exhibition halls for Level Up Play. One which is where all the indie games were and the main stages. I'll get to the main stage soon. So for a little bit of a timeline, I didn't go to the one on Friday. I went to the one on Saturday. So all these almost all the photos here are from Saturday. So for day 2 of my DCF, this was me rolling around sometime in the morning. Oh, before that, just a little tip for you guys. If you know that you are going to KLCC, okay? If you know you're going to KLCC and you're going to be there literally the entire day, yeah? Do not park in KLCC itself. Or if you want to, sure. I am kind of not kidding when I say that your parking fee might become double. No, not double digits. That's fine. Triple digits. Yeah. So if you were able to get there via public transport, that's great. If you have to drive there, if you have to be there the whole day, like, a lot of us who are manning the booths, organizing events in KLCC itself, don't park in KLCC itself. Instead, park at, like, say, the mall. What's that mall called? It's the one that's like linked up to KLCC. Hold on, let me find. That's why I can't come to Mori Kohi VTuber Cafe event on that Sunday. Hiya. Mori Kohi? I am aware there was a maid cafe. in my DCF, I think. I'm not too sure. Is that what you mean? Because when you say Mori and Kohi, these are what, my fellow VTuber names? These are my fellow VTubers, so I don't know what you mean. KLCC on both days were way lesser crowd than expected. It is okay. My DCF is big. It is not Comic Fiesta big. I would say even when it was at its busiest on a Saturday afternoon, it really wasn't too bad at all. V-Mate Cafe, yes. V-Mate Cafe. Wait, is that the one where Ichiroku was involved? Is that the one where Ichiroku was involved? Because you said V-Made. So VTuber Cafe? Where? Or is it IRL Made Cafe? Either way, let me find the... what's that mall name called? Avenue K, yeah. So park at Avenue K, or some of the adjacent office buildings around the area. It's a little bit of a walk. But especially if you are near, if you know that you're going to be in KLCC Convention Center itself, park at some of the buildings next to the convention center. The walk, even though you might have to go through a bit of the sun, totally worth it because your parking fee won't be triple digits. Yeah. Do I want to give away this particular secret? Okay. Just because it's it's just you guys here and myself, I don't mind spilling it. If you know you're going to a KLCC Convention Center convention, Wisma UOA parking. Search for that. Wisma UOA parking. That is like probably the most worth it parking spot whenever there's a convention going on. But you need to come early for that. To grab your spot. Admittedly, on the Sunday, it actually wasn't too bad because again, most people were just not aware. So I'm just letting you know a little secret, actually, yeah. And that one is, let's just say that for whole day's parking, the Wisma UOA parking fee was very, very, very worth it. Heads up. Don't say I never do anything for you guys, okay? Don't say I never do anything for you guys. Nah, that was cafe name. Okay, gotcha. So, besides the indie game booths, there was some pretty big, the Asian Ali, There was even a Larian Studios booth too. I think that was advertising for Baldur's Gate 3. It was a massive structure too. I'm kind of shocked I didn't save it into my computer just yet. Yeah, I don't upload it. I guess I didn't. The other exhibition hall, half of it was Bushi Road. You guys know about Bushi Road? Basically, they're a trading card game company. If you guys know about Vanguard or Bang Dream, that rhythm game, that's them. And I utterly underestimated how enormous they are. I knew that the space that they took up in Mighty CF was pretty big, but it was only when I was there then I truly understood the scale of Bushi Road. I mean, look at this. Like literally, all you see here, this is all Bushi Road, okay? Like half of the exhibition hall. They took up an entire half of an exhibition hall. The other half, I'll get to soon. But this half was just, oh my god, it's filled to the brim. Look at this. Look at this. This was the other side. Everyone was playing Vanguard. I did not realize how huge Vanguard was. I spoke to some of my fellow VTubers. They said that Vanguard has been going strong in Malaysia for a long, long time. And in fact, if Magic the Gathering was in this, it would have been bigger, like an even bigger crowd. It's insane. Look, the tables stretch as far as the eye can see. So many people were playing. It's insane. I did not realize this. I didn't realize how big it is. Like, no wonder. Like, you know what's my relation to Bushi Road? Wait, isn't photography not allowed in the area? No one stopped me. I know there was some instances where photography wasn't allowed, but I literally took photos next to the exhibitioners. I'll show one photo pretty soon. I took it like literally right next to them. No one stopped me. Like, Bushi Road's so big that I believe they're publicly listed in the Japan Stock Exchange. I believe they are. Tournament area, I think. Again, no one stopped me. Maybe security was a bit lax. I don't know. It's not like I'm a participant and I'm trying to spy on anyone. So, who cares? But man, it was great. It was great. Like it was really amazing to see the scale of this. Okay, you know my relation to Bushi Road. They own New Japan property. That's what I know them for. I believe more people know about New Japan. Know about Bushi Road via Bang Dream, Vanguard, as opposed to the fact that they own the largest Japanese wrestling promotion in the world. New Japan Pro Wrestling runs Tokyo Dome on an annual basis. Insane. But this is the real money maker for them. Insane. No wonder Vdaisho's doing well. I'll get to Vdaisho soon. We'll get there. We have to cover all the stuff on the ground floor first. Yeah. Some of you might be surprised when I say that, but I'm not even. I wish that was a metaphor. That is not a metaphor at all. So it's so big that they've partnered with HoloLive. They're partnered with HoloLive to make the official trading card game. Oh, 1 second, folks. 1 second. Apologies. I just had to get some snot out of me. Oh, what a bother. So yeah. So they've got a whole thing going on here. Like this photo that I'm showing here barely even covers their display section. Oh yeah, waifu cards. Playable waifu cards. If I'm not wrong, the official Hololive TCG game is playable. You know how I know that? Nope. Oopsie. I'll get to her. I'll get to her. Let me just check something. Oh no. Oh, did I not photograph it? Oh man, I thought I had everything I needed. Hold on. Oh man, I thought I uploaded all the photos I needed. Wait, how did I miss it? Dang it. 1 second, folks. Let me try to find that particular photo. I really wanna. Okay. Why did I not show this? Apologies. Oops. Oh man. 1 second. Apologies, folks. I really Nah, man, I scuffed this. Apologies. Okay. So. One second. Okay. Okay. So this photograph here might not seem much to you guys, but if you were to zoom in very, very closely, you know what they're playing? They are playing the official Hololive trading card game. I believe this particular table here was a demo. Like they're like the cards that you see here, they're Japanese cards. And then you see the white paper next to the players. That's actually, I think that's I'm pretty sure that's like a document that translates the playable cards. So there's no English version out just yet, but it was pretty neat that there was like a whole demo panel essentially for it, and you had to queue up for it too. Like you see the line at the background here, like over here. This is the queue to play the Hololive TCG. So yeah, that's pretty neat, pretty neat. Okay, and finally, we go up to here. Okay, before that, let me just actually show a previous photo. This first one here, right? So why am I showing this? It says here Hall 7, right? Okay, so picture this. So the main exhibition halls, you know, where Level Up Play was, where Bushi Road was, all that was at the ground floor, yeah? Ground floor. Those are the main gigantic exhibition halls that we know and love/hate during Comic Fiesta, yeah? So at the center of where all the exit of the convention center, there's like an escalator and a glass lift sort of a thing going on. Go up one level, and it goes into an education expo. Okay, an education expo that was honestly not really relevant to me at all, because there was less digital content creation and more like digital education. So it'd be kind of strange if someone like me in my mask and my kick pads were to walk in and stuff, because my god, that is not my space at all, and I don't intend to freak out anyone. Oh my god, so much snot in my nose. It's so clogged up right inside. I hate this. Apologies, folks. Apologies. So yeah, that took up the first floor. To go to the Creators Expo, and then to go into the VT Expo by result, you have to go enter the second floor. Go up this escalator up to the second floor. And wouldn't you know it, it's Actually, to be fair, it's a really, really big exhibition hall inside. Really big. Really, really big. Like, it feels like it could... Like, it actually... Like, it's huge. Like, it actually, like... It's only slightly smaller than the main exhibition halls on the ground floor. It's enormous. But basically, and this is not really a knock against Creators Expo, but the fact is, you need to go up 2 flights of escalators to go into the Creators Expo. To be fair, the Creators Expo is FOC, is free. To enter Level Up Play and the Bushido Expo, you have to pay like about 20 ringgit fee. Was it 40 ringgit? I think that's 20 ringgit, I think. So it's very, very affordable to enter. That's for sure. But so put it this way, it was a little hard to find. You know how I know it's a little hard to find? Okay, get this, guys. This is hilarious. What I'm about to tell you is hilarious. Yeah. Apologies. Okay, so I can't believe this happened to me. What was I doing? I can't remember what I was doing. I think I was on the way to do something. And I got this call sometime on the Saturday afternoon, late afternoon. And was via a Discord. I'm like, who called? I've gotten Discord calls before, but pretty rarely. So to have it done, so for it to happen in my DCF was pretty strange. I picked it up and it was I'm not gonna reveal the name just yet, but once you hear the name, you might understand why. and then this person called me as like, Cornelius, taskete. They didn't say that, but they might as well have said taskete. Like, what are you calling me for? What? Because I was like so confused as to why they're calling me. Where's the Creators Expo? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Really? And so, yeah, like, where is it? And like, then I basically told them what I told you guys. No, it's in the center of the convention center. Go up 2 flights of escalators, and there you go. And like, okay, thank you. It was K-chan. It was Hoshino K. This chap, who is technically a pretty intelligent chap, much younger than me, okay? And he acts like a lost puppy. Like, I don't know what to do. I need to call Uncle Cornelius. He'll know what to do. I know he's here. Wait, actually, did he even know I was here? Yeah, did he even know I was here? Actually, I'm not sure if he even knew if I was there in my DCF. Yeah, did he even knew I was in my DCF when he called me? And so here's the thing. This dude who literally does sometimes live in his own little dimension sometimes. He went to KLCC, but didn't realize that my DCF was on the same weekend. Imagine going to KLCC when it's convention weekend. I don't know about you guys, but that's insane. My DCF is not as enormously insane as Comic Fiesta, no, but it was still a lot of people, you know. But this dude, I don't know how he missed it. Maybe he lives in a cave or something. I swear he does. He actually lives in the cave. He didn't realize that my DCF was on the weekend when he went to KLCC. He went to watch a movie. It was like, what's happening here? Oh, there's a digital creators festival going on. Oh, there's a creators expo going on. Oh, there's a VTuber expo going on. I'm a VTuber myself. I should go and support. And so, yeah. My digital maker is more like for students. Yeah, it's an education expo. And you can see so many Mayas in Hall 6. Yeah, because it's a digital education expo. So that's hardly a surprise. So this dude, who is not a minor, mind you, okay? Not a minor, I think. He might as well be to me. I had to give him directions on how to go to Creators Expo. I get it. It's a little bit tucked away, sure. But instead of asking the staff who's present there, he asked me, someone who, yes, he knows me well. But I don't think he was even aware that I was in my DCF itself. So like, wow, dude, grow up. It was so surreal to hear him call me via Discord, man. You have no idea. Dude is an Apex Legends fiend. But he has to rely on me for directions. I cannot emphasize enough how shit I am with directions myself. So this was just bizarre. This is bizarre. I tell you. I tell you what. Okay, I'll hit back down here. Okay. Let me just check something real quick. Oh, not showing this yet. Okay. We'll get to all this very soon. Let me just go through all this very quickly. Okay, I'm gonna just show this first. Actually, wait. No, not this. Not this. Okay, I'll show this first. So this is the booth. That is one of two reasons why I went to my DCF. V Daisho TCG. So this was in VT Expo. And so those who are unaware of what VT Expo is basically a VTuber convention ran by I believe the Magic Rain. This is their first ever VTuber centric convention, which is an interesting way of phrasing it because yes, it is VT Expo is a VTuber convention, but is in an area where it's decidedly not, where it's not just. It's basically a VTuber convention in the convention in the convention. So I guess, yeah, they can phrase it that way, I suppose. So there were all sorts of stuff going on. There were booths by, and again, I do apologize. I wish I took more photos of the other booths. I don't know why I was being so selective. I guess it just didn't occur to me. So there were other VTuber booths as well. Zalios had one. Rika had one. The Cham Drinkers VTuber group also had one. So some of these were selling merch. There were some meet and greet sessions. You'll see that there'll be some performances as well. That was pretty fun. Many people went for Uncle Roger, Japanese Film Festival, and Cosmic, while us. I will get to Cosmic soon. Suffice to say, last weekend had heaps of things to do. My God. So to those who aren't aware, V Daisho is a trading card games that features VTubers. So every single V Daisho playable card represents a VTuber. It's a fairly simple game, especially when you compare it to like Magic the Gathering, Vanguard, all that sort of stuff. But it's meant to be simple because it's meant to be like a little bit of a gateway to VTubers. And I gotta give it up to the staff as well. The V Daisho staff were really hardworking. 3 days they were standing up and trying to promote us, and I think they were pretty successful with it too. A lot of people were pretty interested in trying out the game, interested in seeing all these interesting cards. And as you can see, it's a little bit hard to tell from here. A little bit hard to tell here. But there's merch. In fact, it's not just my merch. You can see my name here. I see my little merch catalog here. But also some of my fellow VEP members are here as well. So that's kind of why I'm able to sell my merch here. VEP, which is the VTuber endorsement program, which is organized by Project Orbit, have partnered with VTuber since the Animangaki days, actually. And so they basically said, our booth's going to be a little bit on the larger side. Do you guys want to sell your merch here as well? You know, especially seeing as VP members were a big part of the debut deck, essentially. So we were part of like the debut first 40 cards. So I get to sell my merch here. Yeah, and this is the play zone, essentially, where you get to try out VTuber for free, actually, and learn how the game works. And also, I don't know why. I personally think this is a bit of a hot take by me. I don't think they. I don't know. Like, I believe this is user. So this is us. This is user. There's some of the VTubers involved in the creation of VTuber. Yeah. But why did they put my shirt on user here? It just, I don't know. It looks kind of weird. Like Zaz and users outfits look so nice already. I think I did cover it with my completely black shirt. Seems just a little I don't know. But I appreciate what they were doing. I really do appreciate it. So I went out of my way to make my own little merch catalog here, actually. Yeah. Oh, and one more thing that I actually did. When I went there on the Saturday. I wish I took it with me. Actually, you know what? I think I can actually show it to you here. I don't mind. Okay. Let me try to find it. So something that I actually was able to properly display in the VTuber booth, as opposed to Animangaki, was this. Also, apologies, my mouse is acting up again. What the heck is this, eh? So this is my photo of Chitan that I took in a private event. So this was in Malaysia. That's me. That is the actual Chitan. I printed and laminated this. So this was like an A3 size. So I printed and laminated this in an A3 size form. And this was displayed in the VTuber booth. In hindsight, I should have taken a better photo, actually. Yeah, I should have taken a better photo of the booth where, you know, this was actually displayed. It was actually displayed like here on the left side. And so a lot of the con goers, when they looked at our booth, they looked to their left and like, wait, that's Chitan. What's this? So basically, I wanted to use this photo, this laminated photo of us, of me and Chitan, for Animangaki. And I swear to you, this is what happened. I was about to put it on a flagpole. I attached it to a flagpole with clothing pins. Took it out of my car. Was about to walk to the stairs. But I don't know, there was a big gust of wind and it flew out of the clothing pin. Flew underneath the car. I could not find it all on that particular Saturday on Animangaki. But when it came to, when nightfall came, I finally saw it. It was underneath a car, very near to my car. So, that was a waste. So instead, I brought the cheetah photo to be displayed. So they pasted it on the booth wall itself, just because I can tell that it will strike up a conversation for sure. Just because I know it will strike up a conversation. So yeah, really appreciate VTubers show doing this for us. Actually, okay, let's move on to the other big reason why I went to my DCF. Oh, and this was me trying out the game. I'll explain how this all came about soon. But first. Oh, wait. Apologies. I'm getting all my stuff mixed up. Okay. Before I get to the main reason, here's another reason. I guess there's 3 reasons. I guess there were 3 reasons. So on the Friday, the reason why I wasn't there on the Friday, I would have been there, was because I had a collab with this girl here, Power, Project Dreamcatcher's first VTuber agency member. Power is, I think she's a schoolgirl possessed by a tiger. I think that's what she is. So on that last Friday, I had a collab with her, Idol Talk, and she was basically kind of nervous for Saturday itself because she had a meet and greet sesh. Yeah, she had a meet and greet sesh in the what was it? Was it the Bahasa Virtual Entertainment booth? I hope I'm saying that right. I think it's the Bahasa Virtual Entertainment booth. And so she had her very first meet and greet session there. And so she was pretty nervous for it too. Pretty nervous for it too. And so I thought, okay, I will go there and support a little bit and chat with her. There were some hiccups with internet connectivity, actually, unfortunately. For the most part, like unlike something like Animangaki or especially CF, where like the data. My VTC, thank you, Shin. My bad. My VTC, not Bahasa Virtual Entertainment. My bad. Apologies. My nose is acting so up right now. Oh my god. I gotta clear my nose. It is. Oh, I swear there's a huge, like, piece of snot literally attached between my nostril and my throat. So that's why it's like, I feel so clogged up right now. I do apologize. PV has his own move. Right you are, Shintoki. Right you are. Thank you for the clarification. Oh yeah, I chatted with Power, not for very long, of course, because you know I collabed with her the day before, so like, what's that to say? What's that to say? But she was glad I was there indeed, and I took this little selfie of us just because just for the memories, Let me actually link Power's. Let me go out of my way to link Power's channel. Let me get it. Okay, folks, this is Power's YouTube channel. Go check her out. She is amazing. She recently passed 1K subscribers actually on YouTube. So congrats to her. Maybe one day I shall do the same. Hopefully. Ooh, sorry, I just saw this something interesting. Oh man, my throat. Okay. All right, next up. Oh, and this was so after this was done, I had to rush straight down to see this. This was the biggest reason why. So, who do you think could garner this massive of a crowd? Okay, I cannot emphasize enough how, even though this is it does look like what we say in Mandarin, 人山人海. You know, people see, people mountain. People mountain, people see. This photo does not encompass everyone. There were way more people in this. It was a huge crowd. The MyDCF staff members had to corral people in, really do a lot of people traffic. You know who garnered this huge of an audience? Do you know who, folks? Do you know who? Okay, only this one was real straight. Right you are. Right you are. Because this had best girl. This had Yago, the CEO of Cover of Core. Like I was it was a pretty big deal that this was also the same time slot where Crazy Ollie and Kopo Kanearu of Hololive ID was also going to show up. So that was already announced for at least a few weeks or a few months. I don't know about that. I'll be honest, the MyDCF marketing was a little bit, could have been done a little bit better, my personal opinion. But this was literally, but Yago was only announced like, what, 4 or 5 days before MyDCF? And that sent things into overdrive. Because like, Ollie and Kobo, I see them in anime conventions in Malaysia before. They're great. Yago coming in person to a convention, that was rare. I think this is a first for a Malaysian convention indeed. So literally an hour like before this, there was like a mobile game presentation and stuff. There were already a huge crowd waiting. Actually, in fact, you know how big it got for that mobile game presentation. There were seats actually. There were seats at the front row. But the MC, who was very good by the way, I forgot his name, but he was cosplaying as Olga from Holostars. So this MC, and the other MC who was cosplaying as Clive Mori, they basically told everyone, stand up because we're taking the chairs away. They're taking the chairs away. So they literally took the chairs away because it's a huge flood of people coming in. And obviously, I took this photo here because during the actual session itself, as always, when it comes to these Hololive sessions in anime conventions, no photography or video allowed. Okay, that's been like a consistent thing these past few years. So people really were clamoring for Yago. I'll show you a better photo. Now, keep in mind, this is not my photo. This is Yago's photo. So credit. So I hope Yago doesn't mind that I'm using his photograph to show this. This is how many people there were. This is how many people that came for Yago. So it was great. It was great. So the whole shtick behind this, particular session. So he was only there for about 45 minutes with a translator too. Basically, Ollie and Kobo interviewed Yago, and yeah, so they were asking him stuff like were you why were you so adamant in making cover core a success, and and what's your secret behind your success as a CEO? Any advice to anyone else who wants to become a CEO? That sort of a thing. I can't recall all the questions, but the real general vibe I got was that it almost genuinely felt like Kobo and Ollie were actually trying to ask him like genuine questions, like stuff that they themselves were curious actually. Let's see. I actually wrote a couple of notes actually. Let me look at where were my notes? I had some notes for this. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So this is the stuff So yes, folks, I notated some stuff down. So just a few pointers to be made about this. So first of all, believe it or not, I've been to, this is like my third Horror Live session, I think. This is my favorite one. Believe it or not. Why? It was probably because it was the most unique one. So this was them. So this was probably like the most unique thing they've done. Like interviewing Yago himself. Kobo and all these boss, essentially. So they asked some genuinely interesting questions, and it was a really interesting experience too. For some reason, I don't know why I noted this down, but it genuinely was kind of strange. There was BGM playing, like a horror lifestyle cutesy idol BGM. Not exactly that one, but something like that. So it was a little bit like yeah, real brain rot vibes. Let me tell you, yeah, real brain. I felt so like I felt like I was in a dream, like just witnessing this all, you know. Oh, and the crowd was they were hanging on Yago's every word. For example, Yago got so self-conscious about this. It was so cute. Every time he sort of stopped it like halfway through, but during the first half of the interview, whenever the girls asked Yago any question, he would first respond with "So this day," and everyone quite literally erupted like, "Yeah, so this day!" Like literally, would hang on every word of his. Eventually, he sort of changed it up because I think he was feeling kind of like subconscious about it. Like the dude, it's so insane that he was that the dude is essentially is now essentially a massive celebrity, even though he technically shouldn't be, but he was made out to be a meme and now celebrity and basically an icon now. Like I can whack this fella in the Holo Cure fan game if I want to, and Holo coins will pop out. Like, jeez, talk about becoming a meme. And Yago signing in Kinokuniya. So I was not aware of this. Was there photos of this actually? Because I'm not. This is the first I've heard of this. Like really? When did this happen? I did not know this happened at all. So everyone was hanging on to his words, and then eventually the girls did this really cute thing where whenever they wanted to ask Yago or anything, they first said Yago-san, and then Yago, being the typical Japanese man that he is, says hi, And then the crowd also went, with Yago. It was so cute. Like people, like I said, he was like the Michael Jackson of my DCF. Everyone paid all attention to him. All eyes were on him. He could do no wrong. Kind of inspiring, actually. And then, so I won't bore everyone with all of the things that he said. Okay, two questions were asked that I thought were particularly interesting. One of the questions was, which was the moment that you felt that that cover call became something really, really special? And for him, the question was, what was Yago's favorite memory of cover call? And his answer was the Non-Stop Story concert. So this was the first concert that I think was the first ever 3D concert, if I'm not wrong. And so the reception of that obviously was tremendous, unbelievable. So that was like the first time that he realized that he had something that was truly, truly groundbreaking, essentially. The second question, this was the one that got what people were really excited for. The girls asked, which Hololiver can be the next CEO of Cover? And Yago's answer, and he answered this fairly quickly too. This was really interesting. He said Fubuki. Shida Kami Fubuki. Was it Shiro? Basically the white fox of Hololive. It was very, very intriguing to hear him say that. And he actually elaborated a little bit more, because you'll see. So he said for the EN side, however, for the global side, however, he said Cali. And then, of course, the girls could not help themselves. They said, what about ID? What about who is the CEO for Hololive ID? It doesn't make sense in that sense, but you know, we get it. And Yago didn't want to say. He kept quiet. He was like, Muzukashi. He actually legit said it was complicated. And the girls was like, they stared daggers at him. They were like these two huge figures on the big gigantic screen, staring down at Yago like, no, answer this. And you could tell, and legitimately he looked behind him and was like, oh no. Oh, they're staring daggers at me. I think Kobo at one point said, it's me, right? Make it me. And Yago was like, no. Eventually, the poor man, feeling all this pressure on him, relented. And you know who he said? He said, Kaela Kowalska. If you guys don't know who she is, she's from the latest generation of Hololive ID, Holo Heroes, if I'm not wrong. So she's the girl with the hammer and just seems to stream forever and ever. So yeah, Fubuki, Kali, Kaela. The next three CEOs, well, imaginary CEOs, potential CEOs. Honestly speaking, and believe it or not here, folks, not completely out of the question. Like Yago's getting up in age there. But if there would actually, and I don't even think this is my own opinion. No, I believe others share this as well. His successor could very well be one of the talents. Could very well be. Why do I say that? A comparison I can make is Puroresu, Japanese pro wrestling. Like most recently, for New Japan, Again, Japan's largest wrestling promotion. Their most recent president is Hiroshi Tanahashi. Like, arguably their most popular and iconic pro wrestler. So this was a pro wrestling talent that was promoted to becoming a president of the wrestling promotion. In fact, he's still wrestling. He's still wrestling to this day. Pretty actively too, actually. And yeah, he's so, and this is not too strange for a talent agency, for a talent agency, for an entertainment outlet, for one of the talents themselves to become a president, vice president, someone in management, essentially. Makes sense if you think about it. They actually, you know, they've literally been in the trenches. They know what it's like to be a talent. They know, so they know everything about what goes on behind the scenes. So it makes sense if they actually manage themselves, because they know what it's like to be a talent. You know, oh, it's him. Oh, you mean Tanahashi? You know, are you referring to Tanahashi? So yeah. So yeah, I'm not saying it will happen. I'm saying it won't be a surprise if it happens, and it's good PR too. Actually, like, people were very receptive to Tanahashi becoming essentially the shacho of New Japan Pro Wrestling, because, like, oh, one of the boys has become a president. Like, it felt like it felt right, you know. So it makes a lot of PR sense. So again, not saying Cover Call will take that route. Well, all I'm saying is, it's a dream. It feels like a dream could come true, you know. It feels like that could be it feels like it can legitimately be the next natural step for Cover Call. Yeah. And then I suppose, man, actually, I say that there were only two, but actually there was actually way more than a few reasons why I had to go to my DCF. The other one, this dude. When it was announced that Yago was coming to Malaysia, in that tweet, this dude also commented. If you don't know who he is Jimmy Weeb Shooter. He is basically a Hololive fan. He cosplays as Aki Rosendahl. His Oshi, his Kami Oshi, in fact, is Aki Rosendahl. Second gen member of Hololive, if I'm not wrong. And this dude has quite a story. He is basically the Hololive Aki Rosenthal supporter. He's also Thai. Now, speaks excellent English, by the way. Excellent English. He literally tweeted, "Oh, Yago's coming? Okay, I'll go there." Okay, I gotta explain a little bit about Jimmy here, because he has quite the insane story about him, and why let's just say that okay. So, a little perspective here. This dude, so after Yago's interview was done, which was about 45 minutes, he left. And then the girls, Yago and Kobo and Ollie, they interacted more with the audience. You know, they love to do this thing where, like, they ask the cosplayers to stand up and, you know, show off their merch and all that, show their appreciation to the cosplayers and people who have bought their merch and all that jazz. And then in the center of the crowd was Jimmy. He stood up, did his double biceps pose, and Ollie basically yelled out, "Oh, Jimmy, it's you again. Weren't you in the USA just a few weeks ago or something?" Because he was actually in America in a separate convention there. Apparently, I think Ollie was there too. So Ollie was like, "I see you everywhere. What?" It was wild to hear Ollie say that and recognize Jimmy. That's how popular and well known he is. That the whole livers immediately could recognize this dude. So, but why? Why is Jimmy so popular? Well, I actually sort of know the story behind it. So let me regale the tale here. I don't think he minds me telling this little story. So this dude, now he's a pretty fit and big dude. He works in security. Like this is very much public knowledge, you know. He works in security. And unfortunately, I don't know how exactly how it came about, but he suffered a stroke actually at a fairly young age. And so he was, you know, bedridden and miserable, feeling miserable with himself. And somehow, some way, I believe he was already a Hololive fan back then. Essentially, Aki Rosenthal, in a way, sort of like became his like shining beacon. Aki Rosenthal was sort of like the Hololiver that he got really emotionally attached to, and just like it really inspired him to keep on going, essentially. So ever since then, so he's basically told this story on his social media for, you know, quite a while ago, and it really struck an emotional chord with a lot of people, and he basically grew in popularity, essentially, you know. And now the dude is legitimately like a shining beacon of positivity in the Hololive Twitter scene, especially. So whenever you go to his Twitter account, like he's so positive, so friendly, you know, encouraging people, you know, obviously espousing, advocating to go support Aki Rosenthal. And you should. Very, very underrated talent. I cannot, before I even knew about Jimmy, even I myself actually thought, holy cow, Aki Rosenthal has some low-key, really good music videos, you know? And I think there was some parallel between Aki and Jimmy as well, because Aki also had just some horrible luck when she debuted, you know? And it was only true that man, Aki is so freaking lucky, because she went through like a few miracles. When I say miracles, I mean like some fans that really vouched for Aki, and she actually got a huge boost because of these fans really advocating for her. And now she's like seen as like a big part of Hololive as a result. Checking Jimmy, seeing IPSC, IDPA in his bio is Mrs. You know how I know? The fact that he actually shows off his shooting videos. He shoots guns. Man has gun videos on his Twitter. That's how I know he's involved with defense. So yeah, he's got genuine experience with this. I believe in translating too. So yeah, man wears a few hats for sure. So he's basically, dude's legitimately popular. Like, a lot of people in the crowd knew who he was. You know how I know he was popular? So after everyone dispersed, after Kobo and Ollie, they sang the songs, they interacted with everyone, they said their goodbyes. I wanted to say hi to Jimmy, you know, because for little context, we actually have spoken with each other, interacted with each other online before, and we became pals. I wanted to see him because he's a great dude. I want to see in person, and you know, do a little something with him. I'll show that soon. A little something. True, Aki wasn't talked about until sometime when she finally got her break. Yeah, in fact, there was actually a clipper. So it wasn't Jimmy. It was actually like a Hololive clipper that clipped this clip of Aki basically telling everyone on one of the streams that she acknowledges that she's not very successful or popular at the time because she was going through all this bad luck. Like she went through a car accident. She couldn't stream for a while, and she just wasn't doing as great numbers compared to her fellow second gen members. You know, But she basically just poured her heart out and stuff in that stream, and that clipper was very touched by it, made the clip, got really freaking viral, and there you go. The second time she got really viral was because of Jimmy. And when I say that there were at least 30 people that wanted to take photos with Jimmy, I am not exaggerating. Okay? I could have. Now, I was next to this dude. Okay? Like, he saw me. He was like, Cornelius! And he hugged me and stuff like that, you know? He immediately recognized me. We chatted. But in the midst of all that, everyone wanted to approach him to take photos and selfies with him and all that jazz. And I was like, you know, I'm a gentleman. I understand how these things work. So I stepped aside and just watched, essentially. And I am not joking when I said at least 30 people approached him for selfies, including this Yago cosplayer here. He is a man of culture. Dude, he is a man that has his own culture as a revolved. Like, I think I actually legit told him, dude, at this point, make a booth. Go. You should be up there with Yushiro. You should be up there with Puds. You should be having your own cosplay booth. Because if there's gonna be 30 people that want to take photos of you, just charge something. My God, like, I am not kidding. I waited so long. You know, I wasn't angry at it. I was just gobsmacked that, like, I am surrounded by Jimmy fans. I am surrounded by Jimmy fans. This is insane. Are you kidding me? So it took me a while. And you know what he did? You know what this man did? Literally, the moment he saw me, picked me up. Just, Cornelius, he actually said, I've always wanted to do this. Like, really? This? Why? Why? Everyone could already see I'm a smaller guy. Just why expose this? Why expose this, Jimbo? Fun fact. Yes, I posted it because why not? So fun fact, I actually have legit asked him before, dude, you're a huge dude. Like, you work out and stuff. I know you went through the stroke thing and stuff, but I think you're better now. You became better. Like, why don't you become a wrestler yourself? Turns out, he has one of his good friends is a wrestler in Thailand. Like, a pro wrestler, actually. A pro wrestler. Like, oh, well, there you go. There's your in right there. You know? And dude's strong. Dude is strong. I wasn't the only person that he picked up. He picked up a few guys, too. He's such a... I can't emphasize enough. He's such a friend. He gave everyone a little bit of the time. Bantered with people. There was this dude in a wheelchair that approached him, and he immediately like, oh, come, let's take a photo. Let's do this. You know, super friendly dude. And the Princess Carrie. If it wasn't for the fact that he was a pal, I would have dude, I would have punched you. I would have punched him, but he's a pal, so whatever. It's all good. It's all gravy. It's all pot pal. Yeah. So, yeah, really great guy. Yeah. So, and oh my God, like I think he flew in like past midnight on the Saturday. So like something like Saturday 3 a.m. or something. So he was running on very little sleep too. He gave time for more than 30 people to hang out with him, essentially. It was great. You know, he was such a cool guy. Like his popularity on Twitter is completely worth it. completely justify. I think he's just such a cool dude, such a cool dude. Really glad I met him. No, I showed this already. Okay. So and this guy was very you know how much of a nice guy he was. So this was sometime in the evening already. I basically asked him for a favor. Hey, dude, could we shoot a very quick video or something? And so I was doing this little game here. I was legitimately playing a game against this guy here. Jimbo actually came, approached, sat on that seat, and like, hey, what's up, guys? And then he asked me, hey, dude, do you want to do the video thing now? Because I have to go soon. And then I basically forfeited the game, and we did this. I'm gonna step back a little bit, show off this. Hi there, Din. Hi there, Din. Okay, you ready? Ready? Wait, I'm gonna turn off my BGM just for this. Son of a bitch! Yeah. Yeah. Cut that. Cut that. So I basically have always wanted to do the Predator handshake with him. You guys know the movie Predator? You guys know there's many iconic scenes in that movie. But so that's one of them. The iconic Predator handshake. The level up play event? Yes, yes. So he was Arnold Schwarzenegger, I was Dylan. And it was basically like, oh, let's be all macho together. I can't out-macho the guy. I can't out-macho the guy. Look, I'm a pro wrestler. I fully acknowledge I am not one of those power guys, okay? I am never ever pretended to be one. Hell, I don't even do slams anymore. I'm very open with this because I'm very open with my long-term injury. You guys know about it, right? I don't even need to talk about it anymore. You know, my whole degenerative disc thing. Pity the ticket is way too expensive to attend. IDCF? Wait, my IDCF? Was it? Well, if you felt 20 ringgit was expensive, then I guess so. I guess so. You know, Animangaki was 50 ringgit. So for me, I always compare things to Animangaki because for me that's like the gold standard for Malaysian Anicons. I believe my DCF was 20 ringgit, isn't it? Let me check real quick. No, let me do some fact checks. Flight ticket from Sarawak to KL. Yeah. That is definitely gonna be a little bit on the pricier side. 1.4K. Yeah. For these sort of things, you have to like really prep. Unfortunately, you have to buy tickets much earlier, which is 700% increase from usual. Interesting. Why was it more expensive than usual? Oh well. Sorry to hear that you weren't able to make it, Din. But it was $20 for me. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Sorry that I missed it, but how was your experience playing the TCG? I see my friend on the pic there. I'm your friend? Wow. Do I know you that well, then? But let's just be careful with doxing people, yeah? Let's be very careful with doxing people, yeah? I'm very particular on these sort of things, so be careful what you say next, then. Okay? I appreciate if you can keep things respectful here, yeah? How was your experience playing the TCG? It was fun. It was really interesting how they went about it. So there's genuine strategy thing going on, especially when you get to the end game stage where you get to do a little bit more. So it was only on this Saturday that I actually understood how the end game works, and that's when things really ramped up. So it is simple and approachable. You know, that's how I see it. Like, I've played some board games or card games that's way more complicated. Like Pokemon, genuinely can get quite in depth sometimes. You know, but this was much simpler, which is good. You know, for what it is. It's a new company. It's a new card game. It is meant to be approachable. It is meant to be on the simpler side, so you could play this game pretty darn quick. Actually, like you could be done with one single game in less than 15 minutes potentially. You know. Oh yeah, I enjoyed myself playing it. That's for sure. As for sure. And finally, to cap off Saturday evening, there was a performance from the MyVT Expo. So we had Cheese Boom, Bahasa, Power, and Yui Satomi, who basically performed some songs. Couldn't go get there to buy it. Hopefully, when there are online sales, might try buying it for fun. Yeah. There's been some talks about it for sure. If you want to know about it more, I highly encourage you guys to follow Vdaisho's socials. Let me look very quickly. So the way they're doing online purchases right now is you have to approach them, contact them via WhatsApp if I'm not wrong, and then purchase it from there. So there's no online website right now. Without elaborating too much, Vdaisho is currently needs to recover from MyDCF and NoiseCon. They actually opened up a booth in NoiseCon as well in MajorCon. So like they opened up in the board game section of in NoiseCon actually. So there were 2 Vdaisho booths going on concurrently during that weekend. Like I said, that last weekend was insane. So just follow them on Twitter, and you'll very see when the next time they will sell it. More than likely they will be selling it via in the next anime convention, or they might do things online. But I believe that will take a little bit more time because, like I said, they need to recover from IDCF and MajorCon as well. Did you perform on stage? Nah. I could have. Like, I think I could have. I don't know. I'm a little nervous when it comes to these sort of performances because look, being on stage as an MC, that I can do that in my sleep. I did it in Magaki after all. But to specifically sing, that's a different story altogether. Still need to practice that. Folks. It's one of those things where I know it'll be good for me, and I want to do it. I just need to really devote some time for it. That's the problem. That's the problem. You're patient enough to wait. Good man, Subaru. Yeah. And I also went to the Sunday one as well. For Sunday for me was a lot more chill. Like I actually only got there on a Sunday afternoon actually. So things were definitely a lot more chill on a Sunday, that's for sure. Did you also watch other performances? I did just a little bit. And so Sunday, apologies, I need to clear my nose again. So much snot. Ah. 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 Ay. Ah. Thank you, Sabira. Thank you, Sabira. Oh. Okay. So this photo here. So I actually got that just in time for the Reine Risu concert actually. So this one was a full concert, an entire hour long of them singing. Yeah. And although the crowd wasn't as big as the one from on Saturday, because Saturday had freaking Yago, still a big crowd nonetheless. Still a big crowd for sure. And so Reine and Risu, they sang a lot of the classic stuff. High Street Time, a few of the whole life songs, some other non-whole life songs as well. Actually, for me, my favorite part of the little concert was when Risu sang. I was shocked that she actually sang this. She sang "Alice and You," which is, if you know what that song is, you know that is basically Hololive's toughest song. I don't even think it's an exaggeration to say that is Cover Corp's toughest song. Maybe not in terms of ambition or musicality, but in terms of how difficult it is to freaking sing it. Like, I legit, I'm actually gonna check this right now. I am actually going to check this right now. I want to see if any other Hololive has actually covered Alice and You before, or at least have tried to sing it. Let's see. Okay, there's been some non-Hololivers who has tried to sing that song. One particular person I noticed here. I can't believe he's trying to. This dumbass is trying to attempt this. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So. Yeah, no other. Yeah. Okay. There's been a couple attempts by very, very few Hololivers, because Alice and You is insanely difficult to sing. There are multiple languages in it. It gets incredibly high. Risu changes different voices in Alice and You. It is incredibly difficult to sing. So to hear that live with all the speakers and the fancy lights going off, it was a real light show too, actually, really popping off. Oh, to feel that reverberating in your soul. Oh my god. Risu is a beast. She should sing some classical songs, actually. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. That'd be cool if she sang some classical songs. Oh man. I bet she'll do great in it. Yeah. I bet she'll do great in it. Let's see what else happened on the. Okay. Oh, so you can't see my Shitan photo here. Okay. So I think much else happened there. I noticed Sunday was much more chill. Not too many events happened there, so it was like it was one last opportunity for folks to buy the moments and stuff like that. To buy moment that time, I was there too. Oh, you were there too, Yozora. How did you enjoy the concert? Was Alice and You your favorite part of the concert, or do you have any other favorite moments actually? And of course, Reine and Risu were very appreciative of those that came and cosplay as them, showed them much. There was one dude. I think this was on the Sunday. This was on a Sunday, if I'm not wrong. Or was it on Saturday? There was this one guy. I don't know how. there was this dude, what the whole of us mentioned, hey, pick up your merch and show it off to the camera, and we'll spot it for you guys. There was this one dude who basically had what looked like a crate of Hololive merch plushies. Like when I say crate, I mean like it was a massive box, like an entire trolley's worth of plushies, and he just picked it up in the air. Oh, and I was it. I cannot recall if it was Kobali or Reni Risu. There was like, what? How are you? How so many? Yeah, it was wild. It was wild. Oh. And there was one. I wish I took. I don't know why I didn't take. I should be more proactive with taking photos with cosplayers. I swear. Especially when it's really relevant to what I do and stuff. There was this one girl. She was cosplaying as Mami Shela, like Kobo's mom. there was someone cosplaying as Kobo's mom, like Mami Shela. It was so funny. It was so funny to see that. Like Kobo actually could recognize it to that. And she wasn't cosplaying as Kobo. He was cosplaying as Kobo's mom. It was so funny. Actual Loot Goblin presence. Yes, it was very much actual Loot Goblin presence at my DCF. Yeah. And so Bio, please don't mention any other VTubers that I did not mention myself. Yeah. I'm being very anal here, but because I am an anal, but you know, everyone knows I'm a bit of an anal hole. Yeah. So just please do respect my rules here. Thank you. So what's this about? So this was nearing the tail end of the Sunday evening. No props about it. Didn't do anything too egregious. I just want to keep my rules keep how I conduct my rules as consistent as possible. So this is in the MyVTC booth. Everyone has their little space where they have these mini standees to these mini standees of the VTubers who participated in MyVTC. And as you can see, a lot of folks here participate. I need to make a little tweet about this photo. Some folks I recognize, some folks I don't recognize. Most of these I recognize. Oh, of course, Power's over there. And I thought to myself, I want in on this photo too. But and I had my mask with me, my auxiliary mask. So if you were there, just if you were there to see me on a Sunday, if you encountered me on a Sunday, you would be aware that I was in so casual mode that day. I was in so casual mode. I had my auxiliary mask. I was in casual civilian clothing. It was a Sunday. I wanted to be more chill. And so I took a photo with this instead. I just thought it was cute. I just wanted to be cute. Oh yeah, that concludes my DCF. And now a commercial break. Oop, actually. Oh, my bad. Actually, let me just move this all the way here. Oh man. Hold on. Oh, what am I doing? 1 second. Let me just handle this. Okay. Folks, have you wanted to feel a little bit more adrenaline in your life? Have you ever wanted to see something that just captures your imagination, fills your heart with adrenaline and excitement that's right up in your face that you can get, that you can see in person live? Well, look no further than Malaysia Pro Wrestling's Champions Quest. Going live November 16 on a Saturday at Cross Theatre TTDI, Kuala Lumpur. A major feature of this particular event is the Journey to Gold tournament, where the winner of this single eliminations tournament will get a shot at the Malaysia Pro Wrestling Southeast Asian Championship. Tickets are on sale now. Early bird promotion is also available. If you head to the pinned comment at the top of the chat here, you will see that's the link that will take you to the relevant ticketing website. That is all. Well, oopsie, we're starting this off first. 1 second. No, I suppose it's a pretty bad one to start with. Here we go. Okay. Cosmic. So I didn't realize this until someone told me literally during my DCF itself. Someone told me this during my DCF itself. Oh, Cornelius, you weren't aware that Cosmic is also on a Monday? I'm like, what? Monday? Why is it a Monday? It's a working day. And like, no, it's on Malaysia Day. I'm like, oh, on a Malaysia Day. Oh yeah, that was in Sunway Pyramid or something. Yeah, it was in Sunway freaking Pyramid. Oh yeah, that was wild. It was in Sunway Pyramid. And so it was also a 3-day event. But it was on Saturday, Sunday, and a Monday. And it can be on Monday because it was on a public holiday, Malaysia Day. I never thought that an anime convention could occur on a Malaysia Day. But there you go. Apparently you can. Well, that was funny. So yeah. I went to Cosmic as well. I'm like, okay, why not? Why not? I paid the ticket and everything too. So to those who aren't aware, Cosmic is an anime convention, a much more traditional anime convention where it's all centered on all things anime. So MIDCF is very much literally anything digital content. So that could cover a huge range of stuff. So Cosmic was very much more anime convention. And it's a small scale event too, you know. So I don't know how obvious this is. So yes, it was in the Sunway Pyramid Convention Center. But then the transport could be very confusing if not directly by car. Yeah. There is no, there is public transport to Sunway Pyramid, but it's via the BRT, the bus. So their version of an MRT is a BRT, which is a bus railway transit. So they use some like electric buses, I think, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. Sunway City is like its own little universe sometimes. So Sunway Pyramid. So this convention center is definitely on a much smaller scale compared to Mighty CF or CF or that sort of a thing. Still pretty big. Arguably, if I've said this before, one reason why I kept talking, I kept mentioning Animagaki is because it is a very I feel like it's a very bang for your buck, very easy convention for people to get into because it's not so crowded. There's all sorts of stuff to do there. Cosmic is sort of like a small scale version of that. There's plenty of stuff to do here, but on a small scale, and the tickets are cheaper too, actually. In fact, if I'm not wrong, was it 20 ringgit or 40 ringgit? Let me check. Either way, worth it. And I'll get to why it's so worth it real soon. Let me just check how much were the ticket prices. How much were the ticket prices? Or per day? You guys remember? Okay. So per day is $25. Actually, on the Malaysia day, the Malaysia day ticket was actually 20 ringgit actually, so even cheaper. Either way, worth. I'll get to why soon. Oh yeah, I saw this. So this was outside of Cosmic. So obviously, Summer Pyramid being a massive mall, this has lots of restaurants there, and one of the Japanese restaurants actually had this, a promotion. I thought this was pretty neat. I just want to share with you guys. You know, look out for. So yeah, a little heads up. If you ever go to these anime conventions, look out for promotions like these in restaurants. So you might get yourself a pretty good deal. You know, if you can, if food doesn't run out, that is. Yeah. Oh, so there were some neat things to see, such as this really beautiful Star Wars diorama. Actually, I thought this was gorgeous. There's so much to see here. All the details. I love how like uneven the terrain is. Like it looks like a simulating like dirt and sand mounds. It was great. What do you mean by cosplay, Shin? I don't understand you. Oh, this was like a wall that for some people made a gigantic graffiti about. I think this is related to like a video game that was being displayed behind you, and it was all about graffiti and stuff. So I just want to take a photo of it. It looked nice. Bang Dream, I think. I'm not sure. Is there a Lego Star Wars diorama? It is. Like it's so big that I actually like this is only half of the picture. There's a second half to the right actually that I couldn't take it all. That was how big it was. Oh, for cosplays. Yes, for the promotion. Yes. So if you were cosplaying. So yeah, the restaurants are actively trying to cater to cosplayers. That's neat. Oh, and in Simon Pyramid, they have a Don Don Doki. And what do they sell in Don Don Doki? Why? Wagyu skewers. Well, pretty cheap too. Like it was like these for $20, like $20 for 2 skewers. And okay, bit of a hot take here, guys. I liked it. It was very tender, very juicy. However, this might be the last time I take at least Wagyu skewers. I'm glad I did it, but I think I'll just let it be just the one time. Why? It was too fatty. I'm guys, I'm a wrestler. I try my very best to have a protein forward diet. Like I've already had dinner just now. And I intend to have eggs later. You know? Like that's how serious I am. In fact, you know what? I actually could have a bit of bread right now. Oh yeah. I'm trying my best to eat have a more protein forward diet. And this is all fat. Oh my god, it's all fat. Like it's so decadent and delicious. I'm not kidding when I say that I'm one of those guys, and I know this will horrify some Malaysians when I say this. I go for chicken breasts over chicken thighs because I'm trying to have a more protein forward diet. Oh god, I hope you guys don't leave my channel just because I say that, okay? I hope not. I'm sorry. We also have Don Don Donki in Lot 10. I know that's I think the most well-known one. But I haven't been to Pyramid in a while, so I was pleasantly surprised to see a Donondoki in Pyramid. I actually bought my lunch there too. It was great. It was great. Let me get my loaf of bread real quick. 1 second. So when I say I have a loaf of bread, I mean like I have literally a loaf of sourdough bread in an airtight container, just to munch on throughout the day. Helps with calories, helps with hunger. You know, sourdough bread's good for you. You're committed to food crime. Let's go. Not me, man. Trying to gain muscle weight here. Not fat weight, like you. Nah. Next. Okay. So, besides Cosmic, there was actually a couple other things that happening in Pyramid 2, actually. So this is Astrobot. Apparently this is a PS5 mascot, and it's almost like a like a bit of a tribute game for all the iconic PlayStation characters, apparently. So this is like a PS exclusive game. And I just basically want to highlight just how freaking huge that centerpiece is. That thing towers over people. And also, I just thought this was so strange. There were these two cosplays, and I don't think they were part of the Astrobot exhibition and all. So there's this thing here, which I don't know. It looks like a Monster Hunter sort of a thing. I'm not sure. But then we have a Pokemon. I forgot the name of this Pokemon, but let's just say that a certain VTuber has basically called this a furry and was so upset by it because this is like the second evolution of one of the starter Pokemons, and basically the base Pokemon form is basically a cute green cat, and this VTuber really loves this cute green cat because it's kawaii and cute and adorable. And then its final evolution is essentially a masked furry, and she was so visibly upset by it. She was so funny. She literally said, "Yes." She literally said, "It's a furry." It was so funny. She was so upset by it. I love it. What is the name of this Pokemon anyway? It's such a like to see this. Like there were kids next to this thing, and I don't know. Look, it's Pokemon, sure. So it's kid friendly, of course. It's just why this particular Pokemon of all things? It just of all the Pokemon, this one really does give off like genuine furry vibes. I'm not saying every furry is like a weird lecherous horn dog or anything, but y'all know who you are, and y'all know that some of y'all are some lecherous horn dogs. Okay. Let me find it. Particular clip. I just want to see it a little bit later. It's so funny. I mean, the second evolution for that Pokemon does raise an eyebrow even for the avid Pokemon fan. Same energy as Mega Evolution Lot Bunny. I think that Lot Bunny was. I mean, yeah, that one is so like seen as like. Yes, I think the reason why I'm bringing up this particular Pokemon because it really does give off real furry vibes. I'm looking at the clip now, and she's so upset by it. She's so upset by it. I love it. She's so upset. She's so upset. She's trying to be in denial of it, but she's so upset by it. I love it. Okay. Let's move on here. So yeah. And finally, the stage. So firstly, this stage is beautiful. Gorgeous. Great sound effect, great lighting. Comfortable carpet seating too. Was there more cosplays you counted during the event? I took some videos of cosplayers. And I will release, so to those who aren't aware, I actually released a mini vlog short on my channel. But that was for specifically my DCF. Let me actually link it here. So yes, you guys should absolutely check it out. So I definitely took a lot more cosplay, quote unquote, photos, and I will be featuring that in my next short. That will be cosplay. Hopefully, I'll try to find the time to edit it and release it tomorrow. So yeah, that last weekend I could make 2 short as a result. So back to the stage. For me, for my in my personal opinion, this stage is the reason to come to Cosmic. The reason. Like the booths were great. There was some fun stuff to do. Like, wait, hold on a second. I just realized something. Did I not show off? Oh, there was a particular exhibition that was actually quite interesting. I should. No, I didn't. Never mind. Okay, so basically, this stage is the reason to come to Cosmic. Why? Because even on that Monday alone, yeah, that Monday, there was quite literally back-to-back performances of different bands. Like starting from 12 o'clock, it was non-stop performances, non-stop. So many bands were performing. So many groups were performing. It was great. It was awesome. Some names that you might know: Rina Hime, Brightburn, and I'll show and I've got one particular clip that has no audio, but it just goes to show how big it was. So this was very, very much the centerpiece for Cosmic. And keep in mind, folks, 20 ringgit. 20 ringgit to watch back-to-back music performances with a great stage and sound. It was so worth it. I cannot emphasize this enough. It was so worth it. It was so worth it. Absolutely back-to-back performances of very, very good bands. Okay, very, very good bands. Like Rina Hime had an original song. Sachiko also was there too. One of the MCs had her own band there as well. Oh, so good. Oh, the clip I'm about to show next is one of the highlights of the entire Sunday. I was so impressed with this group. I didn't know who they were at all until I saw them that day. I knew, I suppose, their counterparts. So this is a dance group called Avant-Garde. Hopefully I won't get in trouble showing this. So obviously I've muted the audio here because I don't want to get in trouble. But yeah, so they're basically a dance group. They are a bob-head, schoolgirl uniform-wearing group. And they do synchronized dances. And they are amazing. And clearly this huge crowd feels the same as well. And man, they were. You know what? My favorite parts of their whole set list. So obviously they covered all the Japanese songs. Absolutely. Actually, they even covered a Cantonese song too. I don't know. I don't know, but there was this old auntie that was next to me, and she was enjoying herself. But the moment this old ass Cantonese song was playing, like this sounds like something that you will hear in a karaoke. It was like, oh, I started dancing with them as well. It was so funny. But you know the one of the best parts of this one of the songs, and I gotta give them credit. They were so ballsy to play the song, and it must have confused the hell out of so many of us there. They danced to the Alamak Raya Lagi song, as in the Alamak Raya Lagi, Alamak. Yeah, that song. And they danced to it. That was funny as all hell to see. So they were a real highlight here. A huge crowd for them, for sure. And of course, the creme, of course, possibly the crowd, possibly the group that got the biggest cheer of the whole day was KLP48. KLP48, of course. In fact, they were the second last. They were the second last group to perform. There was actually one other group as well, which I'm sorry, I didn't attend that. I didn't attend to that one. It really just goes to show that there were like so many performances. It felt like at least 8 different music groups that was performing there or something like that. Something crazy like that. That's for sure. Man, $20 to watch all this. That's insane. That is insane, man. So, yeah, it was classic KLP48. It was great. They were great. This is... Okay, wait, I need to count this. AKB48, First Cry, and Mangaki. Third time. Yes, so this is Cosmic. This is the third time I saw them. In fact, this is crazy. KLP48 performed on all 3 days of Cosmic. Isn't that nuts? All 3 days. Crazy. Oh, fun fact I actually learned. So, all the girls, they have got their own particular social media channels. One of the members of KLP48, her name is Lucine, and it's sort of pretty obvious now that she is very much part of the ACG scene in Malaysia. She cosplays. She cosplays as Sparkle from Stario. Been hearing about this talent group. Are they similar to other large idol group or not? Oh, dude, where have you been? Dude, it's in the name. KLP48. They are part of the 48 group, like AKB48. So this is the latest sister group. Like in the AKB48 First Cry concert, they performed alongside AKB48, JKT48, and Quadlips, and SU48 as well. They're part of aren't they the biggest idol group in Japan or something like that? So yeah. So they basically became an overnight success. An overnight success, man. They have some rabid ass fans, let me tell you. I've got a friend. I'm not gonna reveal who he is exactly. He waited at the front row I can't recall the exact timing. If their time slot was 6 o'clock, he was waiting there at 3 p.m. on that Sunday already. That's how long they'll wait for them. And yeah, so they are an overnight success. I don't touch much of the AKB and related branches, government. No problem. I'm just saying that that at least within the ACG circle, they were a huge deal, Like, my God, I see them on my TikTok FYP all the time. I mean, yes, I do follow some of them, but it's just crazy how much they pop up. How much people have clipped their streams, like their TikTok streams, and how much they've been on the media lately. It's wild how successful they are, you know, in such a short amount of time. And so Lucine is a very interesting case because she's not just part of the ACG scene. She actually said in one of her live streams that it sounds so cryptic when she said it, that Cosmic was her home. Like she came from from Cosmic, apparently. I don't know what that means, but yeah. So yeah, she's one of those that's definitely very ingrained. KLP48 is made of some very interesting folks, where some clearly are more into the K-pop scene, some are into the rocker scene. Like Amanda is very much like her Jikusho guy is basically performing with the spirit of the rockers, something like that. And then Lucine is like an ACG girl, essentially. Like an Anycon girl. Yeah. She has the spirit of cosplayers inside of her, that's for sure. It's mind-blowing to me that we finally got our own branch. Yes, I was very surprised as well that KL has his own branch. About time too. Like it's very interesting to see how they went about things too, actually. And that about covers it. The Cosmic was pretty chill for me too. I was there all basically since the whole day, but it was definitely more chill for me, just because I attended a lot of the music performances, but not all of them, because I was getting a bit exhausted. Tell you what, attending 2 conventions, it'll work your legs, all right. In fact, I was very, very, very tempted to have went to NoizuCon on the Sunday. I could have legit done this. I could have went to my DCF on the Saturday, NoizuCon on the Sunday, and Cosmic on the Monday. I could have done that. The only reason why I didn't go to NoizuCon on the Sunday was because I had to pick up my merch on the Sunday in my DCF. Then I wanted to go and watch the Hololive concert as well. Although in hindsight, I mean, I could have went to NoizuCon on the in the morning, and then just drove to KLCC in the evening to pick up my merch, and I could have absolutely done that. But I would have been so exhausted because I would be like, I would have to drive so much on that day. Like nah. I would have like exhausted myself. So yeah, it was just maybe I'll try if there ever comes a time where there's 3 conventions on the same weekend again. Maybe I'll try to do a 3 convention crawl. Yeah, I'll do a 3-con. I'll do a triple convention crawl on the same weekend. I might do it one day. I'll obviously let you know my experience about that. All right. And that's all, folks. I had a wonderful time attending these 2 conventions. I want to also give a shout out to anyone who actually purchased my my merch actually in my DCF. I really do appreciate the support, guys. And yes, and of course, let's not forget. Again. That this is still on sale right now. My BW Champions Quest happening on a Saturday, November 16 in Kuash Theatre, TTDI, Kuala Lumpur. Early bird promotions are still ongoing, folks. Okay, So just head on to the pinned message. That will take you to the link to the relevant ticketing website, and you can see all the details from there as well. Let me just check something very quick before we conclude our streams. Before we conclude our streams. Okay, no. See, wait, let me just check very quick. Let me just check very quickly. No, not just yet. Okay, yeah. So that about covers it, folks. That about covers it. Thank you so much for coming down here, folks. Cafe Cornelius is now closing shop, but may Cafe Cornelius never close in your hearts. Have a lovely night, Mina. Have a lovely night. Oh, and before I forget, I guess I didn't really give a proper shout out to this in the last stream. I did just cause it was a collab after all. But I want to give a little shout out to Roscoe here, who donated. You really donated to me, brother. In the last stream, and I really do appreciate that. Indeed, I really do appreciate indeed every donation that comes to me. I will contribute it and basically what's the word? Reinvest it back into my YouTube channel. So I really do appreciate it, guys. Right, that's all, folks. Have a lovely night, Mina. Have a lovely night. Bye bye.